What's going on, everybody? We got a new Spy Kids film and Spy Kids Armageddon. After 11 years after the last film came out, I grew up watching the first three Spy Kids movies, so automatically this movie was going to be one that I was going to check out regardless of the quality, mostly because I really enjoyed the first three films. I thought they were fun, entertaining films. They're not perfect, but I still have a lot of fun with them, and I find them to be a little bit nostalgic. With the fourth one, that one happened. And then last year, or a couple of years ago, we had the unofficial Shark Boy and Lava Girl sequel that really disappointed me, mostly because a lot of the focus wasn't on them. It was just hype to bring them back. And now with Spy Kids Armageddon, it is basically everything that you've seen from the first three films put into this film, and basically what you saw in Spy Kids 4 All the Time in the World. The plot is basically the same as all of the Spy Kids movies. There's nothing new or original in the sequel slash reboot. It does the exact same things that it did in the first three, where you have this family who are secret spies, their kids don't know, and then something happens and the kids find out that their parents are spies, and then the parents tell them, hey kids, we're spies. You've seen it all before in all the other films, but I didn't hate myself watching this movie as much as I thought I was going to. I think this movie is entertaining enough. It does enough to entice those that grew up with the Spy Kids films and loathed the fourth one. I think they learned from their mistakes with that film. You have Zachary Levi and Gina Rodriguez, and while I love and adore both of them, they did the very best that they possibly could with this material. And even though they really don't get a lot of time together, mostly because of the plot, I thought they were fine. But this movie is really led by the two kids played by Connor Estressen and Everly Carganilla. They both have their different qualities. One is more of the troublemaker, kind of. He likes to play video games a lot. And then the other one is more of the sweet and innocent kind. So you have those two going together, and I thought they held their own together. I thought they had wonderful chemistry with each other. You do believe that they are brothers and sisters, and I think when you're following them for a majority of this film, you fall in love with them. They are fantastic. And then once they get reunited with Zachary Levi and Gina Rodriguez, I think that is where the family dynamic was a little bit more stronger, was in the last half of this film. And even though the story is nothing new, it's basically a compilation of the first three films, where you have them going into this video game trying to stop the end of the world, and then you have a villain by Billy Magnuson, who I really adore, mostly because of Game Night. I think he is absolutely fantastic when he is in comedic roles, and I've seen a couple of things outside of Game Night that I really enjoyed him in, and he plays the villain of this film, and he does enough in this movie, but it's nothing to write home around. It is nothing spectacular, but I think the graphics for this movie were a little bit better than they were in Spy Kids All the Time in the World, and it does bring that feel back of the first three films, and really gives you a little bit more of that nostalgic end to one degree or another. But overall, I'm going to go ahead and give Spy Kids Armageddon a 6 out of 10. This movie is not perfect, but I didn't hate myself watching it as much as I thought I was going to. It definitely does feel like a compilation of everything that we see in the first three films, but it did enough for me to have fun with this film and care about our characters. But those are my thoughts on Spy Kids Armageddon. Are you guys a big fan of this series, or did you just drop off after the third one? Go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys soon.